Hi, this is Aya Sturdivant, aka the Metaphysician, here with a perfect dream. And today is Emotion Monday. So we are doing a new week of a consciousness theme. And that particular theme is going to be changing the perspective to meet your goals. So today, with being Emotion Mondays, where we talk about energy and motion, which is emotions, I want to talk about how do you currently feel about your life, and your goals. Has your current way of dealing with your goals, how you feel about them, your perspective towards your goals, has that been beneficial to you? Pardon me, in any way. Okay. And I also want to talk about, fear, procrastination, anger, being timid, having insecurities in regards to meeting your goals. Now, when I talk about changing your perspective to meet your goals, I am talking about literally changing your emotion, your motivation towards your goals. And sometimes we do have limited belief systems that hold us back from that. Changing the perspective. We may have grown up in poverty. We may have grown up middle class. We may have grown up with certain disadvantages that have been somewhat how we formed our opinion, or how we formed how we felt about life, how we viewed things, financially, family-wise, friend-wise, that sort of thing. And our early experiences really mold and nurture that. And sometimes it's to our detriment, and sometimes it is to our good. So to change the perspective towards your goals, towards meeting your goals, is to literally find out, if you haven't met that goal yet, what is it that is keeping me from that? And what I suggest to everyone is to research. If you're not meeting your goal, if you're not, where you believe you should be, where you think that you're supposed to be, do some research. What is possibly holding me back from, being a millionaire? What is possibly holding me back from, being a nurse, being a teacher, doing what I love, opening up a craft store, or opening up an antique store, or redesigning furniture, rehabbing furniture and opening up a shop? What is keeping me from that? What stigmas am I carrying with that, to where I am procrastinating, I am in fear, I'm insecure about it, I'm angry that I don't have it yet, and I'm shy about letting others know that this is what I desire to do, for fear of being mocked or laughed at. So what do these things really mean? Am I taking it personally that what I really want to do is not going to bring me the prestige or fame that I feel it's supposed to bring me? Or am I more concerned that, it's something I love, but it's not going to bring me the kind of money that I want? These are some of the things that you have to understand are part of your perspective, because we have been sometimes led to believe that only certain careers or only certain things lead to money. And when that's drilled into you, you will carry that perspective. And so when it comes time for you to really authentically reveal yourself and be you and do what it is that you love, you will, have some definite issues and some stigmas and some limited belief systems that are standing in the way of that. To where you're going to have to literally shine the light of consciousness on those beliefs and tell yourself the truth, which is, yes, I am going to do what I love, and no, there's no stigma to that. I can be whatever it is that is more comfortable to me, and what I really love doing. And it doesn't have to be a stigma. And yes, I can make plenty of money doing it, and it be what I love. And it's unfortunate, that we go through that. But again, I believe that we go through these things to get to a point where we shed our skin, we take off the layers of what we thought we were supposed to be, and we reveal our most innermost selves, the authentic you. You know, we become advocates of authentic living with our very, you know, steps every day that we take in life, our very, you know, waking up and being around others and going out into our communities. We are a role model and we don't even realize that, you know. So, has any of your current ways of relating to your goals paid off? So for instance, if you're stuck, if you got a goal and you're stuck, like, okay, you need to get through another semester of school, or you need to, you know, do some other things, and you're feeling stuck, or you're like, okay, I can't move past this point. It's not that you can't move past this point, but it's a certain way of thinking that you haven't gotten past, that you haven't allowed your consciousness to open up and give you an answer on how to get around that particular challenge to keep going forth with your goal. So it's always a way of relating. And what I mean by relating is just that, a relationship. There is going to be a relationship between your perspective towards your goals and your desires. So based on how you're relating to that, if you're relating with fear, insecurities, intimidations, yes, the perspective itself is alive. It's a breathing, living thing. Because it involves your emotions, it is definitely alive. So what happens is with that being the case, it's alive. And if you're acting with insecurity, just like in any relationship, that is going to falter. It's going to fail. If you're going to treat it with insecurity, you're not going to reach that goal. If you're going to be insecure about it, no, it's not going to happen. You've got to be 100% sure that this is what you want and this is who you are. And as long as you're insecure about that, you're basically really shooting yourself in the foot. So if you're going to have anger towards the fact that you haven't reached it and you believe you should, that's another thing. That's also going to be something that shoots you in the foot. If you're going to be, you know, shy about it, timid about it, the relationship isn't going to be, you know, a two-way thing. It's going to be, you know, mainly, you know, you're kind of, you know, shy about how to go about that, and you're not going to approach that with the confidence and the vigor and the vitality that you should, you know. So again, the procrastination, you know, there's something, if you're procrastinating in a relationship, your wife asks you to do something, your husband asks you to do something, and I'll get to it. It's the same way in how you relate to your perspectives towards your goal. Eventually you're going to be like, forget it. Do it myself. Or eventually you're going to get to a point in that particular realm of you trying to manifest your goals and desires to where it's going to get to where, you know, someone else gets that raise. Someone else gets that, you know, promotion. Someone else, you know, goes on to record that song. Someone else goes on to write that book on the very same subject that you wanted to. So again, your way of relating towards your desires and goals and dreams, it's how you're going to be able to achieve them. So you also want to, how you approach those things with the perspective, that's also how you approach interpersonal relationships. So please look at that in more ways than one. It is beneficial. It is a win-win situation. How you're approaching your goals is how you approach other people, whether that be in a romantic relationship, whether that be in a relationship where you have your children, whether that be in a relationship towards your other family members, towards your friends. Please understand that that is how you're relating to all things. The very nature and the behaviors of things, that's how you're relating to all things. If you're avoiding, you know, your friends and family, now you're avoiding reaching certain things of your goals that, you know, your perspective is trying to get you to pay attention of. Because again, it is a living, breathing thing. Your perspective is trying to get your attention in regards to your goals. The authentic you, because the authentic you wants to come out. It's not going to ever stop tapping you on the shoulder. It's not going to go away. So, this is Emotion Mondays, and I do want to remind you guys to authentically live you. Remember, your perspective will show you a lot on how you really feel towards the goals and dreams and aspirations that you have. So, any questions, comments, suggestions, please contact me at aperfectdream37@yahoo.com and www.aperfectdream.org. Visit me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Until next time, namaste.